Okay, we're back. So welcome to day 4 of the Bloggers Roadmap Bootcamp. And in this video, we're going to take a look at creating your first post. Now, as you can see, we have our website online. We have our banner. We've made a couple of test posts as a practice, but now we're going to create our own post and category. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload a plugin that's really going to help you with your writing, and we're also going to add an image and a feature image. So let's get to it. Right, okay, now log back into your blog and head off to your dashboard. Now what we want to do first, we want to go to plugins on the left hand side and just click add new. And in the keywords, let's just search for something called Yoast. O-A-S-T. Y-O-A-S-T. And you'll see Yoast on the left hand side here. So just click install. And what this is going to do, this is going to install a plugin for SEO, search engine optimization. So when it's ready, just click activate. And there's nothing really for you to do. It's activated. There's not really a lot of need to go into the settings. It's all pre-done for you, and I'll show you that in a second. So once that's installed, let's just go to our post section and we'll click add new in our post section. Right, and before we use Elementor, what I want to do now is show you how to start your post and how to start with Yoast. So I've added some pre-written content for speed. We're going to add a title. And for the SEO section, we're going to add a focus key phrase. Now, you can see here, Yoast SEO. This is what the Yoast plugin does for your website. It adds a section that allows you to see a Google viewer of what it would look like online. It gives you smiley faces for readability, as you can see on the right hand side. Yoast SEO, readability analysis, there's nothing. SEO analysis, it's a sad face, it needs improvement. So these gauge on your readability and the SEO analytics of your post and how it's going to be determined by the search engines. So it's a good help. And if you stick with it, you'll see exactly how this pans out. So let's go to edit snippet, and we're going to add a meta description. So we start off with increase your traffic with great content. Now I'm just going to add some text in here that's going to relate to the post. Now we've added a great start to creating great SEO is providing great content for the search engines. Now as you can see, this bar here is turned green. So from the original orange bar that it was, we now have something that's approved by Yoast, and these guys are SEO experts, so they kind of help you along the way and coach you into creating better content. It's definitely worth paying attention to the description of the posts and the key phrase. So now we've added the key phrase in there. The next step, before we add our content to our post, I'm going to add what's called a featured image. So we're going to set our featured image. Now in the worksheets on the left hand side, you'll see that we have a list of websites that you can use, and we're just going to head over to Pixabay, and I'm going to do a search for content, and you'll find a lot of images. Some of these images link off to websites that you have to buy, and I always state, please check the licenses and the agreements before you can use them. So for example, this one here, content is king, is going to take us to iStock, where you have to pay for this image. If you want to pay for it, that's fine. But some of these images are free, and I found this image here. It's a free download, it's free for commercial use and no attribution required. So you can actually use this image in your blog and you don't have to give anybody any kudos for that. It's just simply take the image and you can upload it. So that's what I've done. I've hit the download button and I've downloaded this to our website. So what we need to do with that is go to select feature image, upload files, and select files and select the image that you have acquired, which is here. So we're just going to select that image. We've added some alt text, which is the same as our post, and I've given it a description which is the same as our post as well. So just paste that into there and just click set featured image, and WordPress will do the rest. So now with that done, I'm going to just quickly save a draft. So we've saved a draft. Now I'm going to go into edit with Elementor. So as you can see, we've started off with our feature image, which is already in place, and our heading, which is our post heading. So now we're going to look at the left hand side right here, and I'm going to add some text. I'm going to add a heading, a subheading here, and I think I'll add some more text right here. So I've pre-written some more content, and there's two ways you can do this. You can use this area here in the center, or you can use the left hand side. So I'm just going to use our center image here and paste the content already in. So let's just straighten that out a little bit. Got a subheading. Now if you want to, this is a H2, we can change the size, we can add make it smaller with a H3, depending on exactly what you want. We can have a new text color, maybe do it black or grey. So moving on, we have our header, our image, our second header image, our text. Now maybe we want to add another image inside just to break things up a little. We can use the left hand side here and just click add media. We can use our media library, for example. Obviously you wouldn't put the same image in your post again, but we're just doing this for speed. So we can insert that into our post. And if you look on the left hand side, we have the ability to align our image. So we can word wrap our image, center, left align, or just an image by itself. Now let's just use the word wrap. So currently we're building out our post, and for this text, at the end of every post, it's a good idea to ask people what they want. So we could have something like, over to you. We could give this a H2 heading. And ask a few questions. Did you enjoy the post? And then you could ask people to share in the comments below. So with that done, we have our image, our headers, we have our H2 headers, our text, an image inside the post, which makes it stand out. It makes it a bit more readable. And once we're finished and you've checked it over, we're going to take a look at publishing this post. So we're just going to hit publish and we can take a look. So there you go. I think you'll agree that it looks better with the images. We have some good header, we have some bold, and it makes it a little bit more readable. Now, what I want to take a quick look at is this category area here on the right hand side. So let's go back to the post. So we're just going to go to edit post right here. And now we're back to our WordPress editor. And we're going to go to the Yoast section. So let's take a look. So as you can see down here, we have some tips that you can sort out. So we have a subheading. One of the sections is longer than 300 words. We could break this down. We go back into the post, break it down. Passive voice, 14.8% of the sentences contain a passive voice. We should try and adjust that. And sentence length, some of them contain more than 20 words. So we should try and adjust that. So what I was trying to prove earlier on by adding this plugin is it kind of helps you to create the best post possible and also improve your writing for you as you're moving forward. So just address these issues and trying to adhere to what Yoast tells you to do. Okay, I've just spent some time adding what Yoast has told me to do. So we've got two green smiley faces. So as far as our content goes, this is exactly what we require. So I'm just going to drop into the post and have a look. Now, as you can see, once we open the post, I've added our keywords here. We've added some subheadings, which is what was requested by Yoast. We've broken down some of the paragraphs, and I think you'll admit that the post itself looks a lot more readable now. So, this is your first post, and you've got guidance. We've also added a link here, just an external link to another website for more key information. It's part of a link building process, so add a link in there. And remember what I said, once your posts start building up, remember to add internal links to all the posts that have related content, and this gives you a good internal link building system. Now, one more thing that I want to go over, and it's this area here on the right hand side, categories. So we're just going to shoot over to our WordPress menu, and we're going to go to the category section. It's in posts and categories. Now, we don't really need uncategorized, so I'm just going to change this to traffic. Traffic methods. So if you ever have an issue, and please bear in mind that if your website's not about traffic, which it probably isn't, then have it something that's related. You could have, general dog tips, general dog training tips, general cat training tips, something like that. So if you ever forget, or if you have anything that's already in the uncategorized section, it will automatically allocate to this section here. So we're just going to update that and go to all posts. So as you can see, this has defaulted to traffic methods. If you want to create a new category, you can go into the post section. Here on the right hand side, we can click add new category, and we could call it traffic training, for example, and click add new category. and we can add this to any category we want. You can add the post to any category you want. So simply hit update, and that's been added. So let's view your post. Now, as you can see, we have recent posts, which is our first post right here, and categories, which, as you'll agree, I'm sure, looks a little better than uncategorized. So going forward, create now as many posts as you can to fill your site out. I suggest having 10 posts in draft, and then up your posting frequency just to fill your blog out and start to make it look busy. Now, in the next video, we'll discuss traffic and how you can get visitors to your website. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.